Hello and welcome again to Casual Magic. For my second GP summary video, I'm going to be describing what is Mini Masters. When I first showed up to the GP, they said, come to this person, get your ticket, you can enter into this free Mini Masters event. I'd never heard of Mini Masters before, I didn't even look it up, I had no idea what I was doing. So apparently you show up, you get one pack of cards, you open it up, you can use all of the cards, you build a 30 card deck out of it, and if you win, you get an additional pack, then go to a 40 card deck, and then keep playing, and then keep winning, getting another pack of cards if you keep winning, and if you lose, you're done. So one thing to keep in mind, someone said it's just a quick and easy format, get 3 of each land, and go for it. Well, the thing is, not every pack is going to end up being the same. So let's say we look through this. Okay, I got a foil. That's an extra creature. Great. My rare in this case, creature, it's got 2 blue. Well, I do have a couple other blue here, so I do need to have probably a higher amount of blue than normal. My red in this case, it's only an enchantment and an instant. So maybe I need a little bit less red than normal. White could be average, but they're only 1 white plus whatever else. So they're not that bad. And black, I do have a really strong one here where it's a 4/4 flyer. I don't have 3 other untapped vampires, but at least it's a 4/4 flyer to get out late game in case nothing else is going on. But I do need 2 black for that. So in a situation like this, just based on my mana costs, if I spread everything out here so you can see it, you can see my green is very, very lackluster, and I need almost no green in this deck, but I'll go ahead and I'll put in a little extra just for fun. But in this case, 3 planes seems safe. I would put in 4 islands just because I want to be sure to get to that 2 blue, the 2 of anything and 2 of blue as quickly as possible. The swamps, I would definitely put in an extra in this case just because getting a 4/4 flyer in such a limited game like this is great, especially if you're dealing with someone with not a great pack. As far as the red goes, 2, just because they're not that great. 2 just for Jungle Delver. If I can get it out, great. If I can't, fine. And then in this case, for number of lands that I definitely feel safe with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And tokens extra. In this case, I'm not using it in this game, so I'll just shuffle it over there. And then this was more or less my starting 30 card deck for Mini Masters. As you can see, it's kind of a weird format. I've never heard of just opening up a pack, making a deck out of it, and then playing one-on-one versus someone in a single game, and if you win, you get another pack and you keep going. It's very, very different. And to be honest, it was a lot of fun. It was very interesting Magic, to say the least. I mean, I had to get creative at some point where I was doing things like, let's say, Stormfleet Spy, where I could use this thing as a blocker, then I could play Siren's Ruse on it to exile it, and then put it back onto the battlefield, and because it's a pirate, draw another card. Or use something like Shoreline Keeper, which eventually, because you're playing lands a lot and not much else is going on during the game, that eventually I did reach the point where I could get 7 in a blue, sacrifice it, and draw 3 cards, which in this format, being able to draw 3 cards was a huge advantage. And then as far as the 4/4 flyer, that was great because once I did get this thing out, my opponent actually wasted the 1 kill spell on this. And so as a result, later on, then I was able to get out my rare, Dreamcaller Siren, which was Flash, which made it great, Flying, and then when it enters the battlefield, if you control another pirate, which in this case I did, tap up to 2 non-land or target non-land permanents. So in that case, it was my opponent putting out whatever strong creature it was, and then saying, "Okay, go to combat." And I said, "Okay, before we go to combat, at the end of your first main phase, I'm going to flash in this guy. I do control a pirate, and then I'm going to tap your 2 creatures." And then they just basically sat back and just said, "All right, that's it, pass the turn." And then I had that 3/3 flyer in, I had my creatures untapped, and then I could just swing all out and deal quite a bit of damage. And even once it got down to the end, the thing that saved me in the end was I had a whole assortment of creatures going through, and basically got down to 1 would get through and 2 would get blocked, and then I could use my pump spell here. Or wait, no, sorry. I could use my pump spell here to give it +3 until end of turn and win. So that was a very, very weird format. And the only bad part about it, I was doing this on a lunch break. I just stopped by to pick up some cards that I ordered for the GP, pick up my playmat, and then I had to get out of there. Trouble is, I won, which meant I had to keep going. I didn't really want to keep going, so I opened up another pack. Oh, okay, yeah, great, same thing. I have to build a 40-card deck out of this. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, hey, Legion's Landing. It's one of those flip cards. Oh, I'll look that thing up. Oh, $5 card. Oh, cool, okay, great. So I took these and quickly just stuffed some of them in, kept this as kind of the main structure of the deck, and then played another game very, very quickly. But in that case, it started to go a little bit faster, and my opponent, who I think had more flyers and a few more creatures with menace, they were able to tear me up pretty quickly without me so much as doing a single point of damage to them. And I said, hey, in the end, I don't feel bad about it because I'm on my lunch break. I'm already about 20 minutes late. I gotta go. So Mini Masters is a weird event. If you get a chance to play it, try it. I mean, at least for the GP, it was free. So literally anyone who's a Magic player could just show up, walk in, first thing in the door, you get your ticket, you go and you play, and at least you get a free pack of cards. And if you win, you keep playing. And I think the duration of that was an hour, so they probably just kept playing, and it would just get pared down and pared down and pared down, and pretty much within an hour, everyone would get down, and you'd have some champion who probably in the end would win maybe like 1 more pack of cards, or at best maybe some tickets for the prize wall. But it's definitely worth trying. It's a very, very casual game, and if you want to try it on your friends, just to say, hey, let's play Mini Masters, then give it a shot. So I just wanted to show you the basics of how this works, and if any of you have had any luck with this, like you've been able to open up some giant mythic that just wrecked your opponents, let me know. I'm curious. And until next time, good luck.